Koitabu culture. I want people to remember me from the reva or the tattoo on my face. This one, the sweat tattoos represent the hardworking men on the lagatoi. The tattoos on my eyes going down represent teardrops. Tears of joy and tears of sadness. Tears of joy upon the return of the lagatoi, and tears of sadness upon the tragedy at sea or departure of the lagatoi. If I am crowned the 2025 Hanenamo for Motukoitabu, it would be an honor and it would mean so much to me, my family, and Gaire has her own. The last time Gaire took back the crown was back in 2009, and that was 14 years ago. So I am honored, I am proud, I am confident to be here to represent Gaire. If I don't take back the crown, I will take whatever I learned from this platform and bring it to my village, Motokoitabo, to teach them how to preserve the culture, to teach the small ones how to keep the culture, just so we can keep this Motokoitabo culture going. Because this platform is not just about taking part, it's about knowing the culture, because this platform also provides opportunities for young ladies.
The Tvwan News is proudly brought to you by BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and thanks for joining us. This is Tvwan News. In this edition, UPNG students highlight national concerns, Chester receives financial assistance, and First Junior Vipers joins Super League club. The University of Papua New Guinea students hosted an open forum discussion today to gather the views of the General Students' Body regarding key national issues.
As future elites of Papua New Guinea, students from the University of Papua New Guinea highlighted key issues in the forum. These include amendment in the Constitution, Section 145 motion of no confidence, National Executive Council or NEC Act amendment, and Facebook shutdown under the Counter-Terrorism Act 2024. The discussions were led by student representatives of each region who highlighted the issues and provided recommendations.
Might I add, ladies and gentlemen, the first time of the Sakai's law of farming. It's been around for a long time, and it's been practiced in other countries, one such as across Europe.
Some of us are saying that we are going to protest. We are not going to protest. I can tell you that. Because they have taken our basic right. They set the paper. Where is our freedom of expression?
Yet with unwavering conviction, I stand not only as a student, but a concerned citizen and an advocate for the future of our beloved country. I am here today to speak on behalf of the silent majority, those whose voices have been drowned by the government whose thirst for hunger and power. I am here to demand justice and accountability and above all, leadership that sets the people right.
The sudden temporary ban on Facebook for almost 3 days has prompted the students to undergo thorough investigations into the laws and understand the functions of these laws. According to students, the laws suppresses the freedom of democracy and urge Prime Minister James Marape and his leaders to review these laws. The students are concerned that they, including the people of Papua New Guinea, were not properly consulted prior to the amendments of these laws.
Review is required before digital shutdowns, not like what we've seen take place just now. We need to introduce a judicial process where only courts can approve the shutdown of social media platforms. It doesn't make sense where all the power is vested in one person, in one body. No. What this does is it prevents the abuse of executive power. Currently, the executive has all the power.
That has been highlighted by the SRC to discuss is not just a threat to democracy, it is an outright attack on the sovereignty of the people. It is a clear indication that Prime Minister James Marape and his government are willing to manipulate the laws to retain their grip on their power. This is not the leadership we want and we will not tolerate it.
Tracy Pa, TV1 News.
The three provinces of Morobe, Central and Northern will soon be connected. This follows the current works on the Morobe Northern Highway and the groundbreaking of the Warrior-Goilala Highway on Tuesday, March 25th.
The people of Garaina in Morobe Province and Goilala in Central Province are isolated from the rest of the country due to no road accessibility. This will soon be a thing of the past with the construction of the Morobe Northern Highway and the groundbreaking of the Warrior-Goilala Highway initiated by Wau Warrior MP, Marsh Narewe. On Tuesday, March 25th, Narewe led a delegation to Bapi village in Garaina Valley to launch the Sumu Bapi Road and do groundbreaking for pilot tracks to continue for the Morobe Northern Highway. From Bapi, they got on the chopper and continued to the Sumu airstrip for the groundbreaking of the Warrior-Goilala Highway.
There are three missing links being constructed on that particular corridor from Morobe coming into southern corridor. We have one coming from Bulolo to Menyama down to Epo in Gulf. The other one that we just recently opened is from Warrior coming into Goilala. Then we have the current other missing link is from Warrior coming into Pipi. Papi we just launched. And then the other one is from Papi all the way down to Sinkira village down in Soya district. So this is three main missing links that is connecting Momase into southern region. The scope of the works is basically doing the punching pilot tracks ahead. Then we have the next team who are doing regraveling, widening a road, also building some culverts and drainages at the same time. So we are targeting to connect the Menyama to Gulf by June of this year before the 16th September. We are also targeting to reach Garaina station by 16th of September. And we are also targeting to reach the first village of Goilala by before 16th of September.
The government gave 9 million kina in 2023 for the Morobe Northern Highway and the Warrior-Goilala Highway, while an additional 5 million kina was given from the Wafi Golpu Infrastructure Development Grant and 3 million kina from the Wau Warrior District Infrastructure Funds. 10 million kina was budgeted under Connect PNG in 2024, but only 3 million kina was received, while Wau Warrior added another 2 million kina. This year, the district has budgeted 2 million kina and has applied for another 10 million kina from Connect PNG. Wau Warrior MP, Mash Narewe, says funding is yet to be approved. That was why he had invited the Works Minister, Solan Mirisim, to accompany him to Bapi to see for himself the people's need for accessibility. Kamela Guare, TV1 News, Lei.
The sealing of the 54-kilometer road from Ira National High School to Abina Junction in Obura Wanenara district has been awarded to Too Good Construction Limited at the value of 247 million kina under the Connect PNG program. The contract was signed today at the Government House by the Department of Works, representing the state and the contractor. The project duration is for a term of 3 years and 4 months.
The signing today at the Government House signifies the start of construction work on this important economic road. 70% of the coffee from Eastern Islands comes from this district.
Mibla got gold, Mibla got copper area, Mibla, but Mibla something Mibla got coffee. The 70% of organic coffee that is exported out of Goroka, Eastern Highlands, comes from Obura Wanenara district. Mibla hamamas lo kamani I rausim displa tuhat lo mibla. Long na rausim coffee bag lo head lo mama lo mibla. Na olken kalap lo car street lo Obura. Kam lo kainan tu salim coffee blow na go back so.
Boito flew 15 local leaders from the electorate to Port Moresby to witness this historic signing and thank the government for honouring its promise made during the 2022 election period.
John Rosso was then, he went up to my electorate and campaigned for me and he said, we'll give you the road. And I, on behalf of my people of Obura Wanenara, I would like to say thank you very much to the Marape government for fulfilling the election promise.
Works Secretary Gibson Olemba emphasized on how the current government is supporting local contractors through contracts and challenged Too Good Construction to deliver.
So let me say congratulations to our local contractor Too Good Construction for taking part in this tender process. Now that you have been awarded a contract, the onus is on you and me to make sure that we work together to deliver to the expectation of our people.
The contractor thanked the government for having confidence in his company.
I've been in the industry for the last 20 years, building a lot of roads, buildings right across Papua New Guinea, and I've not seen a government coming at this level to give this kind of magnitude of projects to the local contractors.
The sealing of this 54-kilometer road will cost 247 million kina and is expected to be completed within 44 months. Ruth Rongola, TV1 News.
Works Secretary Gibson Olemba, in congratulating Too Good Construction for acquiring the Obura Wanenara Road contract, also revealed his department's plans to host a conference for local contractors in October. Olemba explains the objective of this conference.
Let's support our local contractor capacity. The department has developed a policy now, and we are working with contractors. In October, we will have a contractors conference. We will have a contractors conference to now help our local contractors to improve their performances, their capacities, from tender evaluation all the way to construction, project management, contract administration. Those policies and processes and principles of engineering work here, contractor, blah, blah, blah. Some of them, they're not engineers. They happen to own a machine and they're doing work. So we need to train them to how to become a competent contractor to do a construction business.
This is TV1 News. After the break, students honor cultural heritage and policemen compensate doctor.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's one-talk wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's one-talk wallet. Money made easy.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Prime PNG made.
The Toyota JD Hi-Ace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hi-Ace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hi-Ace bus and experience the Hi-Ace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectation.
It's back to school with Lay Biscuits. We're giving away a massive 100,000 kina cash gift voucher to help you kickstart the year. We've got prizes up for grabs from 200, 500, 1,000, 2,000 and a whopping 5,000 kina cash gift voucher. Here's how to enter. Spend 10 kina or more on any Lay Biscuit product. Write the contact details on the back of the receipt for your chance to win. Promotion starts on the 10th of February and ends on the 4th of April. Fresh draw on the 11th of April and the major draw on the 16th of April. See selected stores nationwide. Terms and conditions apply.
These two are creeping into your personal space. Why don't we send them packing? Oh, maybe not.
Bing bang bing. Bum bum.
Welcome back. Culture is more than just tradition. It is the heartbeat of a nation. In a time when modernization is rapidly changing societies, Papua New Guinea continues to stand strong in its cultural identity. Last week, Goroka Grammar School brought this spirit to life in a dazzling cultural show, attended by Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Belden Nama.
Papua New Guinea is home to over 800 languages and a vast cultural heritage, making it one of the most diverse nations in the world. That cultural richness was on full display at Goroka Grammar School's biannual cultural show last week. Among the special guests was the Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Belden Nama, who joined students, teachers and parents in celebrating the country's traditions. From the smallest kindy students to senior grades, the Goroka Grammar School grounds transformed into a living, breathing display of PNG's rich heritage. For many children, this was more than just a school event. It was a moment of pride, wearing the attire of their ancestors and dancing to rhythms passed down for generations. Tourism Minister Belden Nama was joined by Minister for Agriculture and Livestock, John Boito, Goroka District Authority CEO Benson Imara, and Director of Operations Kelly Sinid.
Suppose you will like change some country, believe me. The only way to do it, and we start now, the behind him, passing with Goroka Grammar School and making. No start lo line him or picking believe me, no time on legally get. Time we start lo making this land. Passing respect by staff. By me all in strong display cultural, not traditional values, believe me. And then you can also promote him Christian values, believe me too. So this plus 2 plus something. Cultural and traditional values, one time Christian values, believe me. Time only go hand in hand. Me can talk to you and me can rest assuring you that tourists will come to this country to see our culture.
The students were divided into 4 regional groups, Momase's Southern, New Guinea Islands and Highlands, each performing their unique dances. The Eastern Highlanders, representing their home province, closed the show with the biggest group performance. Ms. Sinid emphasized the significance of cultural preservation in a rapidly modernizing world.
Today we gather to celebrate the richness of Papua New Guinea's cultural identity, but also to mark a significant milestone, 50 years of independence. 50 years of resilience, growth, unity and diversity. 50 years of walking together, province by province, tribe by tribe, language by language, building a nation that is strong because of its diversity, not in spite of it. Papua New Guinea stands unique in the world in a time when globalization and modernization have transformed so many societies. We as a nation have remained steadfast in preserving over 800 languages, countless traditions, and the vibrant customs of our many provinces.
For Goroka Grammar School, this event was more than just a showcase. It was also a tribute to 25 years of shaping young minds. It was a reminder that education is not just about books, but also about understanding one's identity. As Papua New Guinea moves towards its Golden Jubilee, the echoes of these cultural songs and dances remind us that our diversity is our greatest strength. Carol Kiru Jr., TV1 News.
Madang Policeman Rugby publicly apologized for his behavior and assault of Dr. Jimmy Ipit and his family. We also paid compensation as part of the court orders given to him on the 18th of February this year at the Madang District Court, presided by Senior Provincial Magistrate Fridolin Kambibel.
We and his 4 accomplices were arrested and charged on the 17th of January for allegedly threatening, assaulting and discharging a firearm, which was captured on a video that went viral on social media. In his apology, he acknowledged the impact of his actions. He is committed to learning from this experience to better himself. We said he would cooperate in court and face the penalties.
I am deeply sorry for my inappropriate actions and words. I regret the fear I instilled in the family, and I hope to make amends. The safety and dignity are paramount, and I failed to uphold that in our interactions.
We and his family members stand up at the Madang Town Police Station to perform the compensation and peace ceremony on March the 24th. The court had ordered we to pay the Ipit family 2 live pigs, 8,000 kina in kind, and cash payment between 5,000 to 10,000 kina. In upholding the court orders, we presented 2 live cows and a pig, 1,000 kina garden food, and over 12,000 kina in cash. Officer in charge of the Madang Town Police Station, Senior Sergeant Stephen Etna, said that as remorse for their colleagues' actions, the police force in Madang stood in solidarity, taking ownership in upholding the court orders. Sergeant Etna emphasized their duty to serve and protect the people of Madang, regardless of status, ethnicity, or religion, and what had happened was unfortunate. Dr. Ipit thanked the police officers and the Internal Investigation Unit in handling their case. However, he outlined that he was not happy about the lack of trial. He added that there were so many people affected, including his wife and house girl, who should have been specifically included in the order as well. Despite him and his tribesmen having a few issues with how the compensation was done, they accepted what was given to uphold the court orders and maintain peace in the community.
I'm a professional guy, but you make a passing blue mistake. That passing is not only. You don't go to the backside of policeman and towards him. I'm the policeman, but taking responsibility of this life. No. You as a colleague, you can contribute to making solving problem. That's the way to go. It's not about me. It's about Oge the Narpla too. For them, go to them towards them, Dr. Happy. So how about Susan Happy? She's traumatized. She is Katna. And Mary will report all this to something. How about how skill Blumi? And Mary Ramo, and Mary Mendel. People say Lumi program Lumisla. Me to you. People say Lumi, eh? How we block at me also. Me talk style we block at you. For Magia. Me and put him on a solution style we block at you. There's the story, I think you don't have good. But I mean, Bella Clivica, but because it's a corona, we accept it.
Police Officer Wee's case is still before the Madang court. Susan Oriape, TV1 News.
After much praise for the good job in keeping Goroka and Gordon's areas safe and secure, the demand for wardens in the city's hotspots is timely to counter the rise in law and order issues. The second batch of the city wardens will be deployed to designated hotspots in the Mosby South electorate on Monday, 31st of March.
The city wardens are conducting awareness, informing the public about their deployment, which will take effect on Monday, March 31st. The second batch will be deployed to Mosby South to assist police in mitigating crime, especially at the bus stop areas. Team leader Tai Blackie said the objective of the awareness is to ensure the public are better informed, educated, and are aware of their roles and responsibilities before their deployment. Blackie said about 50 wardens will be deployed to hotspot areas in Mosby South.
Nibla Southside lo Mosby South, Nibla all bus stop warrant, Nibla bin training finish, Nibla bin awal lo walk. Atin lugo sem Nibla bin start sambla months finish. So now all by talking Nibla lo start lo Monday. This week coming to some by talking Nibla lo walk. Nibla karim all 50 block boys. Sambla 10 block by start lo Kogi, 10 block bago start lo Kagore bus stop, 10 block bagam start lo Barili bus stop, 10 block bago start lo 2 mile.
Blackie said through the awareness, they have informed people to avoid sitting at bus stops and avoid public gathering. They warned perpetrators that if they are caught stealing or using offensive weapons during a confrontation in public, they will be arrested and charged. The city warden is an initiative of the NCDC in enhancing public safety at critical transit points throughout the city. The initiative was launched in November 2024 and paved the way for the deployment of 150 wardens to Goroka and Gordon's areas to assist police in preventing illegal vending, loitering and stealing, to name a few. The deployment of the second batch will bring the number of wardens to 200. Tracy Pa, Tvwan News.
The Chester Disability Services has received much-needed financial assistance to continue its work in caring for people with disability. Today, the Theodist business superstore, living up to its social responsibility in helping people with disability, handed over a 20,000 kina check to the Chester Disability Services.
A dummy check was handed over in Port Moresby today by Corporate Development Manager Ryan Pinney, officiating on behalf of Theodist Superstore, and Gerard Bengesa, representing the Cheshire Disability Services. Pinney said he is very proud of the work Cheshire Disability Services is doing in the community, and thus Theodist Super Business will continue to support the good work as it had been doing in the last 5 years.
There's a lot of important work that Cheshire does in the community, and we're very proud to be working with Cheshire in this. We understand that there are people with disabilities who face many challenges that we are very fortunate to be able to help out. So it's part of our social responsibilities to look after people and in our communities, and we look forward to this new partnership. So, like I said, we've been doing this for 5 years now, and here to continue that for another year.
He said Theodist's commitment to the community aligns with their values of promoting inclusivity and social responsibility. Theodist is very happy to continue this partnership in contributing to a more inclusive and brighter future for all. General Manager of Cheshire Disability Services, Begesa, while receiving the charity check, appreciated Theodist for their generous support. This support will greatly benefit the 4 core programs of the Cheshire in residential care and protection unit, inclusive education, and livelihood empowerment.
4 key programs, and we are very much
grateful that you're helping our family basically and our wider community to help us to put out the programs and provide these essential services.
Representing all the Cheshire Disability Services, Ben Gesa thanked Theodist for their unwavering support and continued commitment. Frida Kana, TV1 News.
And now the finance news. The Kina closed unchanged at $0.2465 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our Kina was buying $0.2390, $0.3779 Australian dollars, $0.2150 euro and 35.61 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, all closed higher, except coffee closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. You're watching TV1 News. We'll have news overseas when we return. Stay with us.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's one-talk wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's one-talk wallet. Money made easy.
Hiya, Mama. You wait time, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaru, get up and big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, na mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
For Simon, life is simple. Dreams seem distant, yet hope remains. One ticket, one dream. Simon's world changed forever. Yes! From small dreams to big possibilities. The one-talk jackpot is here for everyone. Win big every day.
Hi, with the help of Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner, with these 3 quick and easy tips, I'm going to show you that more natural, beautiful hair is achievable. Step 1, massage your scalp during washing with shampoo. Step 2, apply conditioner to the tips of your hair. Step 3, gently towel dry your hair. There you have it. For natural, beautiful hair, use Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner. Have a great hair day.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
Thanks for staying with us. Relief has arrived for the top end and central Australia after weeks of unseasonably hot weather conditions. Territorians have sweltered through weeks of above average temperatures with fears the heavy rains might never come. But whilst this week's weather has all the hallmarks of a monsoon, experts say it's still missing some key ingredients.
At long last, relief in the Red Centre from searing heatwave conditions.
Lots of people have been talking about how less grumpy they are and how, just lightens everything up. It feels really lovely.
Cooling rains to end a stifling month in Alice Springs, which started with maximum temperatures up to 8 degrees above average. At one point, the temperature at the airport topped 44.5 degrees, the hottest March day since records began.
Relief. It's very good. It's like cooling me down.
Respite too in the top end, as Darwin's wet season finally delivers.
I don't consider it late, really. It's we haven't had the amount of rain during the day that I've experienced over my 60 years here.
It doesn't matter when it happens, I just love the rain.
But while the soothing breeze from the west and relentless rainfall might be giving monsoonal green flags,
we've got the weather. Most people would say the weather's coming in from the west. It feels monsoonal.
according to the Bureau, there are still some meteorological milestones this system needs to pass before the all-important declaration.
They have to have those westerlies up to a certain depth, reaching a certain speed, and then we've also got to have the winds aloft heading back to northeast, or from the southeast into the northern hemisphere.
Definitions aside, the respite rolls on, up and down the Northern Territory.
Unsurprisingly, at the state level, there are differing opinions about what the budget does for South Australia. There's money for Whyalla, road infrastructure and pandas, but farmers feel left high and dry in the face of an ongoing drought.
Jing Chiol munching, blissfully unaware of the cost of keeping Adelaide's panda pair.
South Australians have woken up today to see a budget about pandas and pork barrelling in the eastern states.
As a not-for-profit conservation charity, our focus is on conservation and it's on the care of animals. We would always be thankful for additional funding. Nothing has changed in last night's agreement.
The budget details a cost to the Commonwealth of nearly $4 million over 4 years for the cuddly creatures. Money well spent, according to the state.
Pandas are about tourism and they are about relationship with China. Both of those are enormous earners for South Australia.
What South Australians are also going to see from this federal budget this year is that there is more for pandas at the Adelaide Zoo than there is for our farmers.
Primary producers had hoped for a bit of extra help amid a dry spell, pushing many to the brink.
I think it's fairly obvious that it was a outer suburban mortgage belt budget as we head into an election, and that's where it was targeted.
The federal government says it's working with the state to support farmers impacted by the lack of rain. Key measures in the budget for SA included previously announced hundreds of millions for the Whyalla Steelworks and $125 million to remove a northern suburbs level crossing.
The federal government has been incredibly responsive to the needs of South Australians, and the Whyalla notwithstanding, they have also put in a lot of additional money.
Confidence from the government that SA received its fair share.
At least 9,000 New South Wales court documents have been leaked after the state's online registry website was hit in a major data breach.
The New South Wales state government and police have confirmed that they are investigating a major breach of the state's online court registry database. Police have confirmed that the breach took place on Tuesday this week and involves around 9,000 sensitive documents, including things like apprehended domestic violence orders and affidavits in civil and criminal proceedings. The state government has assured the public that none of that information has become publicly available or has been leaked online at this point, but police are continuing to investigate the full extent of this breach. The state government has asked anyone who's concerned about their data to get in touch through the federal government's Report Cyber website. Domestic violence and community legal services, however, have already begun to voice their concerns about the impact that this may have, particularly on vulnerable applicants, especially in matters concerning domestic violence. The Department of Communities and Justice says that it's beginning to contact those who may be impacted, and it'll provide more updates as they become available.
The state government has assured Queenslanders that the regions will get their fair share of the Olympics' $7.1 billion budget, but there are still a few details to be ironed out.
From a world-class equestrian centre at Toowoomba.
Ecstatic. This is the best thing for our community.
To hosting the sailing in Townsville and archery in Maryborough.
I was gobsmacked somewhere, a place like Maryborough, will be able to get to hold it.
Regional Queensland is thrilled to be the beneficiary of the Brisbane 2032 Olympics.
I put it down to winning a grand final and that I had actually been on the field for once. It was just elation.
Shiny new venues have been promised for the Gold and Sunshine Coast and upgrades to a swathe of existing infrastructure. Rowing is slated for Rockhampton, a decision the sport's governing body disagrees with, concerned it won't meet the Olympic standard.
And if it's good enough for Central Queensland kids to be on here every day, it's good enough for international athletes.
I do want to speak to all of those rumours that we've heard come out of the southeast, and all I've got to say to that is, what a lot of crock.
A rail project dubbed The Wave will provide transport from Brisbane to the Sunshine Coast. The government had promised the line would extend to Maroochydore. Instead, it falls 13 kilometres short. The rest will be by bus.
This is far better because we're now actually connecting the airport, which was not in any of the discussions we had before the election because everyone just ruled it out because it was too expensive.
The state government says the 2032 Olympics will build legacy infrastructure that will benefit Queenslanders well after the Games. Hockey has been flicked past from Brisbane to the Gold Coast, and the city is on the lookout to poach more.
We'll be the Stephen Bradbury of all sports that's going to have a hiccup. And we'll swoop in and we're here to help and bring more sports to the Gold Coast.
No time to waste as the regions take aim.
And that ends the news segment. Next in sports, First Vipers Junior joins England Super League and Moresby South League launched.
We are the people, connected to our land and sea. Timeless and enduring, it has served past generations, sustains us today, and will support those of tomorrow. A testament to human ingenuity, it can be shaped into limitless forms. It reflects our humanity, strong yet vulnerable. It teaches us to endure challenges, to fulfill our purpose. Past technologies inspire us to look inward for creativity and sustainable solutions for the future. It brings families together, fostering moments of connection over shared meals. Known and cherished worldwide, the clay pot is a universal symbol of life, resilience, and connection.
24-hour service. Always there when we need them the most. They risk their lives to save mine. They are ordinary people doing extraordinary things. They are our everyday heroes. St. John Ambulance, trusted to care.
Welcome back. In sports, Junior Bini Kayaka, a 17-year-old talented rugby league player from Koyari in Central Province, will be the first player under Port Moresby Vipers Academy program to depart the shores of PNG and join Hull Kingston Rovers Academy in the Super League in England. Kayaka departs Port Moresby on Saturday, 29th March 2025, accompanied by Port Moresby Vipers Vice Chairman Tony Sipa. Ahead of his departure, Junior Bini Kayaka bid farewell to his school friends at Iobuna Kobe Primary School, a school outside Port Moresby. He embarks on a journey to United Kingdom, where he joins Hull Kingston Rovers under a 2-year contract. Vice President of Port Moresby Vipers Tony Sipa, when delivering a release letter to the school, addressed the students and teachers that the Port Moresby Vipers is proud to send their student and a pioneer player to the United Kingdom. This is under an agreement between the Port Moresby Vipers Academy and Hull KR last year. Sipa said Junior is going to be with the Hull Kingston Rover for the 2 years. They are taking care of all his stays, accommodation and everything. They've got John Okul, who is a former PNG Kumul based in UK, will be his welfare manager and taking care of Junior while he is there. While it was a great moment for the Vipers Academy, it was a tough one for his mother, Pauline Nathaniel.
How my mommy continue. Me no give up on the team. Although me hungry because I start me no lose so I got the concentration effort me put me must start picking in the so I'm just start for some papa I'm just start on 10 years because I'm first so no can say me lose hope but then me tell me same an opportunity blame him coming to the life again. So let it be.
Pauline said when she learned her son was leaving her, she was worried and couldn't let him go. But she said it is a lifetime opportunity and she must let him go. Kayaka, who comes from the mixed parentage of Milne Bay and Central Provinces, plays halfback for his team and the Port Moresby Vipers Academy, showed excitement to be part of the English Super League club are Kingston Rovers. He appreciates NCD Governor Powers Parkop and Port Moresby Vipers Academy for providing this opportunity for him and the young rugby league talents in the NCD. The Moresby Northwest Rugby League officially launched its 2025 season today at the Coney Tigers Oval, marking an exciting year ahead for local rugby league enthusiasts. This year, a total of 25 teams have confirmed their participation, eager to compete for league honours. Matches will commence this weekend, with games scheduled for Friday, Saturday and Sunday at the Coney Tigers Oval.
Competition Manager and Director Billy Aki announced that the Moresby Northwest Rugby League is entering its second year, continuing its mission to engage with the youth in the electorate and provide meaningful opportunities for those aspiring to pursue rugby league. Following the success of last year's season, which was clinched by the Cargo Wigmen, the league has seen a surge in interest, resulting in a significant increase in the number of clubs participating.
Now I'm launching today one time conference team and 25 teams from pure Moresby Northwest, Angela Moresby Northwest electorate. Most of the teams come from Morota, Wagini, Tokrara Junweli, Nageru, na Uni. Only club team go total about 25. More team will come only still stop yet. And by Lugos and by go over and 28 teams or kind of same, but to limit to timing and by problem so Bamble looking long 25 teams will take part long Moresby Northwest long 2025.
During the launch, Aki emphasized the importance of adhering to competition rules and regulations as outlined by the Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League Constitution. He expressed that clubs that fail to comply can face severe consequences, including heavy fines and potential suspensions. Aki underscored the issue of double registrations, where players were registered with both the Moresby Northwest clubs and Port Moresby Rugby League clubs, calling it unconstitutional.
Moresby Northwest League, I registered it long PNG Rugby League, long last year 24. Now I'm second year long. Some teams were last year only corporate one time. I need to rule Moresby Northwest Rugby League and PNG Rugby League. Some players were only been punching more rabies. All clubs were suspending more last year. Now put him 3,000 fine will take part long next year. Now some clubs were only play long Moresby Northwest League. Now I'll go play the Pom League, come back play the Northwest League. Now we game later. Now winning long all in our continue long time. Mountain boots and we will suspend him 1 year. And suspend so next year. But I mean, so I must learn him lesson long time. Next time come in, I'm not going to make him slack.
In a positive development, Aki also noted that the PNG RFL has reduced player registration fees this year from 50 kina to 20 kina, making it more affordable for both clubs and players to participate. He urged clubs with outstanding fees to settle their debts, which amount to 1,000 kina, before the end of April. On the sponsorship front, Aki mentioned ongoing discussions with potential partners and extended gratitude to the Office of NCD Governor Powers Parkop for the continued support this season. Aki acknowledged various Digicel ExxonMobil car franchises including Mioks, Dabaris and Muruks, for providing opportunities for players emerging from the local competition. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
An exciting pre-season trial match is on the cards between the East New Britain Egmont Gurias and Central Dabaris on Saturday at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium in Konedobu, Port Moresby. This will mark the Gurias' first trial match in the nation's capital, aiming to strengthen the camaraderie between these two coastal franchises.
The Gurias-Dabaris clash will be followed by another scheduled trial match between the two Port Moresby-based teams, Port Moresby Vipers and Hella Wigman. Under the guidance of rookie coach Waratoa Puara Jr., the Gurias are using this match to fine-tune their squad ahead of the 2025 Digicel ExxonMobil Cup season, which kicks off on the second weekend of April. Following last weekend's intra-squad trial at Gelegele Sports Field, a 30-man Guria squad was announced. The team will be further trimmed down after Saturday's match. Puara's 3-year tenure starts now with his unwavering passion and vision to rebuild the old Guria Academy Pathway program that he and other local Guria products came through in the likes of the Boas brothers, Ase and Watson, Israel Eliab, Jimmy Peter Jr., Connie Bennett, John Rugby Jr., and the like. Puara has demonstrated some balance in this year's squad with the injection of some exciting young local talents among a number of specially selected off-season recruits headlined by former PNG Hunters and winner Manly forward Kitron Laka. Gurias have confirmed 20 players, including coaching staff, to make the trip to Port Moresby for the trial. The team will arrive on Friday. Following the Gurias versus Dabaris match, fans can look forward to another trial game featuring the Port Moresby Vipers against the Hella Wigman at 3 p.m. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Young PNG Hunters forward Murray Connors is still pinching himself at the thought of being a hunter, a fulfillment of his commitment and work ethic during an intense 16-week pre-season training. After his eye-catching individual performance with the local franchises Hella Wigman in the 2024 Digicel ExxonMobil Cup season, Connors found himself on the brink of Premiership glory, only to fall short in the grand final against Mount Hagen Eagles.
It was a stroke of luck, however, that propelled him from the Wigman straight into the spotlight, debuting for the PNG Prime Minister's 13 to play Australia. Building on, Connors earned a spot in the 40-plus train-on squad for the 2025 QRL Host Plus Cup and eventually made the final cut to join the Hunters. Fast forward, and Connors' attitude, hard work and commitment to training both on and off the field have impressed Hunters coach Paul Ayton and his staff. His dedication led to his debut off the bench against Sunshine Coast Falcons in round 2. Facing an NRL-filtered lineup was a daunting challenge for the young Connors, but he embraced the experience wholeheartedly.
First trial me go play me play lo Digicel Cup na kamanda so the game me play lo Digicel Cup slow straight compared to lo Host Plus Cup, so me just fatigue just killing me straight, but me come back again, come walk lo little areas me like him off na and walk lo fitness to me again. MLB me this la first game me go make debut me antemol Falcons MLB me big time.
The Aroma Bena native is poised to back himself up again this weekend, having been named in the Paul Ayton 17-man to take on the Brisbane Tigers this Sunday at the Santos National Football Stadium. At this week's team training, Connors opened up about the realities of playing at the Q Cup level, which is a markedly more intense and faster than the domestic National Rugby League competition, the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup. Reflecting back on his first trial against the Northern Pride in Cairns back in February, Connors remarked.
Little areas where me play good play lem, but me play go full short lo. Time me play and also this areas where individual preparation me play too as a team. Me play work throughout the last week and also prepare this week.
However, Connors highlighted the need for better individual preparation and teamwork, acknowledging that the lack of collaboration has been a significant downfall that they must address before the clash with the Tigers this weekend. As Sunday's match approaches, Connors is positive about the team spirit, reveling in the buzzing atmosphere during training this week.
Yeah, me bla prepare good trailer play one tell all Tigers wa kamlia. Me bla expect him am la good black game yet. Na me bla prepare lo game best me bla lo la result me bla like game la. It's like on game lo mean. Me look forward to this like game.
Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
That's it for sports. Now the weather forecast. In regional forecast, southern Port Moresby, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy in the afternoon to evening with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And Alatau, mostly fine. Mamase lay becoming cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms in the evening. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau, cloudy period with occasional rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Buka, mostly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Highlands region, Mount Hagen, mostly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast, Coral Sea, sea slight with northeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Solomon Sea, sea smooth to slight with northeast winds of 5 to 10 knots. Bismarck Seas, sea slight with northwest winds of 5 to 15 knots. Pacific Ocean, sea smooth to slight with northeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. And coastal waters, waters of Madang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And waters of New Ireland to New Britain, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Thanks for your company. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.